boys and girls, it's time for science story time. Last time we did Hanukkah science, so today we're going to do some Christmas science. And this book is called Pete's the Cat's 12 Days of Christmas, and it's by Kimberly and James Dean. Do you see how Pete is all wrapped in Christmas lights? Put that in your head because that's going to be important later. On the first day of Christmas, Pete gave to me a road trip to the sea. Groovy. On the second day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 2 fuzzy gloves and a road trip to the sea. Groovy. On the third day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves, and a road trip to the sea. On the fourth day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 4 far-out surfboards, 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves, and a road trip to the sea. Groovy. On the 5th day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 5 onion rings, 4 far skateboards, 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves, and a road trip to the sea. Groovy. On the 6th day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 6 skateboards rolling. Oops, I had to turn the page here. I was ahead of myself. 6 skateboards rolling, 5 onion rings, 4 far-out surfboards, 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves, and 1 road trip to the sea. Groovy. On the 7th day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 7 concert tickets, 6 skateboards rolling, 5 onion rings, 4 far-out surfboards, 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves, and a road trip to the sea. Groovy. On the 8th day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 8 guitars strumming, 7 concert tickets, 6 skateboards rolling, 5 onion rings, 4 far-out surfboards, 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves, and a road trip to the sea. Groovy. On the 9th day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 9 ugly sweaters, 8 guitars strumming, 7 concert tickets, 6 skateboards rolling, 5 onion rings, 4 far-out skateboards, 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves, and a road trip to the sea. Groovy. On the 10th day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 10 slots of sleeping, 9 ugly sweaters, 8 guitars strumming, 7 concert tickets, 6 skateboards rolling, 5 onion rings, 4 far-out surfboards, 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves, and a road trip to the sea. Groovy. On the 11th day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 11 balls of bouncing, 10 slots of sleeping, 9 ugly sweaters, 8 guitars strumming, 7 concert tickets, 6 skateboards rolling, 5 onion rings, 4 far 5 surfboards, 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves, and a road trip to the sea. Groovy. On the 12th day of Christmas, Pete gave to me 12 friends are rocking, 11 balls of bouncing, 10 slots of sleeping, 9 ugly sweaters, 8 guitars of strumming, 7 concert tickets, 6 skateboards rolling, 5 onion rings, 4 fire surfers, 3 yummy cupcakes, 2 fuzzy gloves, and a road trip to the sea. Groovy. And they made it to the sea with all their gifts and all their friends. The end. Now, remember last time, boys and girls, we did Hanukkah science, and we did it with markers and water. Today, we're going to do some Christmas science with markers and water. And remember when we put the water on the markers, we had diffusion in it. We saw all the different colors in it. This time I have a white piece of paper and a black piece of paper, and we're going to use chalk on the dry and the wet and see if we can observe a difference. Now, I put mine on cardboard. This will go through your work surface, so you want to make sure you cover it. Don't use newspaper because that'll blur again with the water. But you could use plastic tablecloth, some cardboard like this. Maybe you want to do it outside. So I'm going to take my chalk and I'm going to draw some Christmas lights on the dry paper. This is just a silly string. And then I'll draw yellow lights. I'm just doing this quickly. That's why it looks kind of like a bumpy ghost. But I'm sure you'll take your time when you do it. Some purple lights. Maybe some pink lights. Oh, I like my bright pink lights. All right. So you see how they look dry on the dry surface? Take a good look. Now you can observe what they look like on the wet surface. See, it's not at all as bright. It's very subdued, the white. Let's try the pink, because that was let's do pink. Christmas lights. That looks different, but it's easier to see than the white, right? And then let's try some yellow. Like I said, I'm just kind of sketching. You'll do a pretty line of lights when you do it, and you have your own. You can take your time, and you're not trying to get through a video. And let's try blue, because we didn't try blue yet. I'm just going to do a little scribble of blue here on the dry, and then a little scribble of blue on the wet. You can see how that kind of is like smooshier. So you might want to try this at home. You can actually, if your grown-up says it's okay that it's warm enough outside and you're not going to get ice, don't do this on a cold day. You can even try to put a little water directly on like the sidewalk and do it if you have a warm day. Or you can do it inside on paper like I did. Okay, so I hope that you and your grown-up are able to get some chalk and a spray bottle. I got this at Dollar Tree. And some paper and something to protect your surface, and try this at home. You might want to make a bunch of pictures and see if you can replicate your experiment. That means if you can get the same results if the same thing happens each time. So I hope you enjoy observing and replicating, but before you go off to do that with your grown-up, make sure your grown-up hits likes. It would be a nice holiday present for Miss Jennifer if she got lots of likes. And of course, if they haven't subscribed or hit the notification bell yet for these videos, they can do that as well. Bye, boys and girls.